Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to our series on Zen stories. Here, we will journey together into the world of Zen to appreciate wisdom and insight that go beyond a written word. Zen is a practice that aims to point directly to the heart and experience one's true nature. It is not only a profound contemplation of life, but also a form of art in living simply yet deeply. Each story is like a mirror, reflecting the subtle movements of our innermost selves. In the time to come, let us set aside distractions and listen attentively to these ancient and classic tales of Zen. In their simple dialogue and profoundly meaningful plots, you may just discover a hint of life's true essence and perhaps find enlightenment in a burst of laughter. Now, join me as we savor the wisdom of Zen and feel the serenity and depth it embodies. Let's start with a conversation between a monk and his Zen master, as we delve into the iconic Zen phrase, to see one's nature and awaken the mind. Are you ready? Let's embark on our Zen journey. 1. Eating and sleeping. Summary: eating and sleeping are such simple things, but how many people today can comfortably eat and sleep soundly? It seems that to reach a state of tranquility in the most ordinary things, one must go through countless extraordinary cultivations. Zen masters often practice diligently, eating joyfully until full and sleeping quietly and soundly. A practitioner of the Vinaya school, Yuan, asked Zen master Dasu Hai, "Monk, is there a secret method for practicing the Tao?" Dasu: "Yes." Yuan: "What is the secret method?" Dasu: "Eat when you are hungry, sleep when you are tired." Yuan, not understanding, said, "Everyone needs to eat and sleep. Isn't it the same for Zen masters?" Zen master: "It's different." Yuan: "What's the difference?" Zen master: "Ordinary people are picky eaters, fuss over this and that, and don't wish to be satisfied. When sleeping, they let their thoughts wander, overthinking everything. Eating and sleeping are such simple things, but how many people today can comfortably eat and sleep soundly? It seems that to reach a state of tranquility in the most ordinary things, one must go through countless extraordinary cultivations. Zen masters often practice diligently, eating joyfully until full and sleeping quietly and soundly. 2. Enlightenment and non-enlightenment. Summary: what is the state of Zen enlightenment? It's truly indescribable. Ancestors used beatings and scolding, refusing to speak. Even the Buddha said, "The Dharma I speak is not the true Dharma," which is no joke. The unspeakable Dharma is the true Dharma. The Dharma and Zen mind are self-verifiable realms, understood through the wisdom of non-discrimination and equanimity. A student monk, in great respect, asked Zen master Hulin Chishu, when a Zen practitioner realizes the Tao, can they speak about their state of enlightenment and feelings? Chishu: "If it's the realized Tao, it cannot be spoken." Student monk: "What is it like when it cannot be spoken?" Chishu: "Like a mute tasting honey." Student monk: "When a Zen practitioner has not realized the Tao, he can eloquent words. Can what he says be considered Zen enlightenment?" Chishu: "If the Tao is not realized, how can it be considered Zen enlightenment?" Student monk: "Since he speaks so logically, if it's not considered Zen enlightenment, what is it like?" Chishu: "It's like a parrot learning to talk." Student monk: "What's the difference between a mute eating honey and a parrot learning to talk?" Chishu: "A mute eating honey knows, just as one who drinks water knows whether it's hot or cold. A parrot learning to talk does not know, like a baby learning to speak without understanding its meaning." What is the state of Zen enlightenment? It's truly indescribable. Ancestors used beatings and scolding, refusing to speak. Even the Buddha said, "The Dharma I speak is not the true Dharma," which is no joke. The unspeakable Dharma is the true Dharma. The Dharma and Zen mind are self-verifiable realms, understood through the wisdom of non-discrimination and equanimity. This is not bitter. It should be sweet. This is not a parrot. It should be a bodhisattva. 3. Where to reside? During the Tang Dynasty, Zen Master Dengxia wanted to visit Master Mazu on the way. He encountered an elderly man with white beard and a young boy. Dengxia, seeing the man's extraordinary bearing, respectfully asked, "Sir, where do you reside?" The old man pointed up and down and replied, "Above is the sky, below the earth." This means that anywhere within the universe can be one's home. Dengxia, as if he caught the elder's cue, asked, "What if the sky falls and the earth collapses?" Implying, what if the universe is destroyed? The elderly man called out loudly, "Heaven, heaven," meaning that the universe goes through cycles of creation, existence, destruction, and emptiness. The boy beside him hissed, implying that the true nature of self is uncreated and undying. Dengxia praised greatly. The son is not born of a father other than his own. The elderly man and the boy then went into the mountains. Where should one dwell? Master Chihang said, "As long as one's conscious heart is at peace, east, west, south, and north are all fine. Thus, above is the sky, below the earth. Everywhere with no home, everywhere is home." However, worldly people confine themselves to fame, fortune, and power, which are constantly changing. Can they dwell peacefully without trouble? If a person can affirm themselves, not being led by the nose by the realms of the 5 desires and 6 dusts, and can find mental peace, then let the earth shatter and skies fall. What is that to me? The bodhisattva remains cool as the moon, freely roaming the ultimate void. Seeing the moon hanging in the sky without support seems very dangerous, but it is actually very safe, because the bodhisattva dwells in the emptiness of prana without attachments. They can live freely and without constraints. For I cannot tell you. A student monk intended to visit the abode of Zen Master Fuchuan. On his way, he met an old man selling salt and asked, "Old man, could you tell me how to get to Fuchuan?" After a long wait without a reply, the student monk asked again. The old man said, "I've already told you. Are you deaf?" The student monk asked, "What did you reply to me?" The old man replied, "I told you the road to Fuchuan." The student monk asked, "Are you also studying Zen?" The old man replied, "It's not just Zen. I'm well versed in the Dharma as well." The student monk requested, "Then please expound it for me." Without saying a word, the old man hoisted his salt basket and walked away. The student monk, perplexed, could only say, "Difficult." The old man asked, "Why do you say that?" The student monk called out, "Salt vendor." The old man asked, "What do you want?" The student monk asked, "What is your name?" The old man replied, "I cannot tell you that this is salt. If you want to study under Zen Master Fuchuan, how do you find the way? If it is called Fuchuan, what road could there be? The path has difficult ways and easy ones. There are Mahayana, Theravada, worldly, and transcendental paths. Ordinary seekers always follow the path, but Zen students should not tread where the Tathagata has trodden. Even if capsized, what road is not there? 5-heart, 2-heart transmission. Bodhidharma come to China from India and practiced and preached at the White Horse Temple. Shen Guang admired the master and sincerely sought to be his disciple. Despite his requests, the master remained silent and unmoving. Finally, Shen Guang drew a sharp blade and severed his own arm, placing it before Bodhidharma. The master told Shen Guang, "All bodhisattvas pursue the Dharma, ready to give up their bodies, even their lives. Though you only severed your arm for the Dharma, it is commendable." He renamed Shen Guang to Huiko. Huiko then asked, "Please, master, settle this mine for me." Bodhidharma said, "Bring me your mine, and I will settle it for you." Huiko then said, "I sought the mine but could not find it." Bodhidharma replied, "If I were to obtain it, how could it be your mind? I have already settled your mind for you." Bodhidharma then asked Huiko, I have settled your mind. Do you see it now? Upon hearing this, Huiko had a great realization. He then said to Bodhidharma, "Now I realize that all things are originally serene. Awakening is right before our eyes." In an instant, a bodhisattva reaches the ocean of Buddha's wisdom and the ideal shore. Bodhidharma affirmed, "It is so. It is so." Huiko asked further, "Does this Zen Dharma of yours have a record in writing?" Bodhidharma replied, "My transmission is heart to heart, beyond words." 6 Wordman. Yangshan was a student of Weishan. When Weishan saw Yangshan, he said, "Child, you should quickly realize the truth and not become attached to words and concepts." Yangshan replied, "I even give up belief itself." Weishan asked, "Is it because you believe that you give it up? Or because you don't believe?" Yangshan replied, "What can I believe other than myself?" Weishan said, "In that case, you can only be considered a disciple of the Theravada Dharma." Yangshan said, "I don't even want to meet the Buddha." Weishan asked, "How much of the scriptures are Buddha's words? And how much are demons' words?" Yangshan replied, "They are all demons' words." Weishan exclaimed, "Good, good, good. From now on, nothing can trouble you." Later, Yangshan inherited Weishan's robe and bowl, continuing the Zen lineage of Weishan and Yangshan. Fundamental concepts are inherently simple and clear, but the words used to express them are an abstraction on the path to Zen. Weishan intended to help Yangshan break through this barrier, but Yangshan had already realized. Otherwise, how could he have set fire to Dan Yuan's notes? When Huiji passed away, he recited 2 verses, 1, 2, 3 for sons, facing forward and looking up, 2 mouths with not 1 tongue. This is the essence of our lineage. 77 years old, impermanent strikes today, the sun at high noon, hands grasping bent knees. These verses reflect the intuitiveness and directness of Zen understanding, which is not confined to the strictures of words and sermons.